Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Looking like black elves.
Okay.
That's crazy.
How is it y'all
He ain't
always
wrong.
wearing the same?
I didn't say
and
he
then
was
me
wrong.
and Scotty are always wearing something similar colors. Like, I don't get it, bro.
Because your personalities match and our personalities match. So
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
That is very true. That's kind of
I
crazy.
feel like that's why
Right
this
now.
works so well.
That's wild. Yeah, exactly. All right,
There's a lot of good dynamics. That's why I like this.
Yeah, for real.
Let's get her going. All right, 3, 2, 1. What's up, Stick Squad? Today we are talking that stick. PLL season is here, and we're gonna break down all 4 games that happened. We also got to talk about how Will Manny is so back, and Jared Bernhardt, is he actually back too? Chris Kavanagh and the rookie class make a statement week 1, and we got a whole lot more to talk about. But make sure to give us some love on Spotify, X, and Instagram. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Go big plays. Tied up, splits the double with 8. She's going to get a shot off. He's got it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yes, sir. We are back. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great, but we're ready to talk that stick. Guys, happy week 1 of the PLL. How we doing today, boys?
It's a great week.
Couldn't be better, man. Glad to
Chilling.
see lacrosse end and then continue to keep going, man.
That's a good look, man. No withdrawals.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at all about how this weekend went, man. You know, I called it Russian roulette, but apparently I'm pretty good at Russian roulette.
I mean, same. I mean,
what we talking about, Jay? What we talking about?
Yeah, okay.
Man,
Hey, man.
I didn't really think the Bulls were going to win on a back-to-back. I'm just not going to pick against my squad.
Yeah,
we all knew that the team's not going to win the back-to-back.
They're not used to their teams winning, so we'll let them have one
Whoa,
week.
Whoa. That's how we're doing this already.
Well, only one of our teams is undefeated. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Only one of our teams has played 2 games.
Irrelevant.
Hey, that wasn't his statement, though.
Only one of our teams is undefeated.
For real. Hey, man. I'm happy as hell with week 1, okay? Let me live. Let me celebrate it, right? When Hopkins won, I let you have your moment. You let me have a moment when the Redwoods win. All right?
Okay.
Yeah. We'll let Shane have his moment when Virginia won like 4 games this year, you know.
Hey, Shane, it was dope to see you in San Diego, by the way.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Me and Diggs went out Pacific Beach, man. We got after it. It was a time. It was a time. I'll tell you right now, Pacific Beach, there was a theme. There's a theme about Pacific Beach. There's so many people in Pacific Beach that are they're just looking for a good time. You know, there's just so many
thirsty,
people.
as one
they're
would say.
very thirsty.
They're thirsty for ass.
Hey, okay, I didn't say that, but
that's what you're about to say, though. They're thirsty for ass. Just say
there's a lot. So one thing, all the girls kind of look very similar. All the guys walk with their head, chest, and neck up like this everywhere they go.
They're all fishing.
They're all fishing. They're all peacocking. Every single one of them. It was pretty crazy to watch, especially like because I was with everybody who was in a relationship. I was like, my wife was there, Diggs was there, his friend was there who's also married. And so we were all just having a great time, like not a care in the world. But it is hilarious to watch that.
You're just like people watching, right?
Yeah, yeah. We were out turning up, but
PB is elite people watching.
Nah, yeah, it's like going to a Walmart and sitting in a McDonald's.
I mean, sure. Very different people, though.
Yeah, different brand, different clientele in those places. But yes, similar in that they're good people watching.
Yeah, but it was good.
It, man. Going out when you're in a relationship is so much more fun. You can just,
it is so much more fun.
Yeah, man.
No pressure, no stress. You just
straight up people watching, dog.
And then you could just, vibe out with the boys. Playing, you just
talking shit with the boys.
Nothing wrong with people watching, but I wasn't watching people this weekend. I was watching the PLL. Right, first game of the PLL season. was the New York Atlas against the Carolina Chaos PLL opener, and the Atlas beat the Chaos 10-8.
Hey, if I'm Jules Henningsberg, I'm sitting there like.
Did you say the Chaos beat the Atlas 10-8?
The Atlas beat the Chaos, and if I did, you know what I'm trying to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jules was like, he said, hey, Jules probably hit this button the whole time.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's what I'd be talking about. I'd be salty after all the mails. I just can't believe he's still not signed by anyone. That's crazy to me.
It is absolutely.
I feel like
he's not on the squad.
It was until we saw, which we'll talk about later, what player is available that I feel like has to get signed first before Jules does. Like, I feel like it kind of makes more sense now.
To a point.
Okay.
If I'm going Galaxy brain, I don't think for us it's new information about JB1, but I feel like they knew for the last couple weeks. I feel like it was like a thing that they already knew. So I could be completely wrong. I'm not an insider. Yeah. People love being insiders. I'm not an insider.
You're not a journalist. It's okay.
We're not journalists.
It's all right. You can say what you want. But I was watching this game. I love watching Brian Costabile play in this game, bro. He's just an angry dog playing in this game, man. He played angry in this game.
He get his shot off, bro.
His shot is so violent. Like, his shooting mechanics are so violent. It's like at some point your back gotta hurt. No question. Something gotta hurt. Because he'd be rotating, bro. I don't get it.
Rubber band man.
Straight up, because I don't know how he does it, bro. I don't know how he does it, but it's viant.
Yeah, it's water when he let it go, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's water when
you don't see it.
That thing.
You don't see it. Yeah. This shit crazy.
Yeah,
even with the new balls, even with the highlighter fluorescent balls.
Those are dope.
Yo, they are dope.
I do too.
They are dope. You know, I used to love orange balls. Remember the orange balls?
Yeah, the grippy joints, like what the little studs all over the MLO ones.
Yeah.
That was game changing when them dropped. Like, yo, they got the texture, Jones.
Yeah. Speaking of balls, I'm gonna say it. But remember those hex balls that the PLO was trying to market for a while?
Those look like the dimples in it.
I never really believed in those.
I feel like it would change your whole throwing and the grip of the ball and everything.
I also feel like they'd move a bunch.
Oh, yeah. They'd curve. If you shot hard enough, they'd curve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was the first game without Josh Byrne and Jules Henningsberg, and that was.
It looked like it.
And it looked like it, man. But the most craziest part about this game was probably Jeff Teat just finishing the game with 1 point.
Good. If you're a Bulls fan, you like it makes you excited because the best player in the world don't have to go off and have 6, 7, 8 points, and the offense still does what it has to do.
Yeah, you know it. I mean, they got a good team, man. And Shelly looking good.
Yeah, Shelly looked real good. He was cooking.
And I mean,
that first goal he had, boy.
Yeah, when he turned the corner and put that on Blaze's head, that was crazy.
Cause I forgot who was guarding him. He had that man doing a capoeira.
I think I saw a tweet from Jerry Raganese that said Trevor Baptiste is one of those players that's getting better with age. He went 17 for 22 this game.
Yeah, because you want to get going against Raleigh. Yeah, and I think they was it might have been training camp or like the early interview. I can't remember, but he was saying, oh no, it was the vlog. And RJ asked him, was like, what was like the best thing he did this summer or whatever. He was like, I got to be healthy, get healthy, and I was like, man,
yeah, he's locked in now. He's locked in.
Yeah, with that offense. And he's the one with it, because there was something that came up. Everybody was talking about the 32-second shot clock after you win. When Trevor is your face-off athlete, like that 32 seconds, he can just stay. And he did it for both games, where he's just staying on the field and he can actually run the offense too. Because most Fogos is they just a decoy. Like, nah, Trevor's like, give me the ball, I'll put it in the back of the net, I'll make it pass.
Don't leave Trev open on the crease.
No, he's nice. I played against Trevor in high school in the state championship game. I kid you not. I might have brought this up before. My man didn't come off the field once. He was their
just
Fogo. He was on their first line of middies, and he was their first D mid. Didn't come off the field once. And this is when it like helps him out or it's advantageous because the man isn't just a Fogo, bro. He could
cross player. That boy's just a cross player.
Yeah, because that was like one of my high school teammates. Yeah, same thing. Like, nope, never come off the field.
He's a baller, but you know who else was a baller? Jackson Eicher, a baller.
Yeah, man. I was impressed.
He was a bucket.
I was impressed.
Bucket.
He was playing the Shane game and the Scotty game with 10 shots, just letting that thing fly. 10 shots.
Shane. I don't know about Shane.
Yeah,
I know Scotty for sure.
I know. I'm just trying to get somebody to sympathize with me, but he was 3 for 10. Hey, man, somebody's got to hit the back of the net.
And that's with their
somebody's also got to shoot no matter what, right? You just got to you get the ball back. It's the funniest thing in the world. I couldn't care less about shooting percentage. If you letting it fly, who cares? You get the ball back.
Bang.
Yeah.
And I was actually kind of impressed with the chaos. I think Ross Scott, my Rutgers boy playing midi this year, is going to be good, bro. I think that once he gets comfortable and gets his feet down, I think he's going to be pretty good at that midfield position.
Yeah, because he's shifty.
Yeah, he was getting loose. He might have that Grant Ament type of transition.
Ooh, that's big shoes. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. And Jackson Eicher's down there because I hope nobody was like surprised at what he did because he's a bucket. You watched him play in the Armings. I think the only reason why he didn't go drafted is with the military guys, like you get a year and then they I don't know if there's deployed is the right word, but I know they have their military commitments.
Yeah, they have to like do.
And that's the only reason. That's the only reason why he didn't get drafted. But it's like, he was a two-time finalist for a reason. Like that man was cooking North Carolina for a reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
not at all.
Good. There was a lot of potential I saw with the chaos. So I was really looking at the chaos, and JJ Silstrop was one of them who stuck out to me too here.
I was just about to say I'm really interested to see what his arc is because I feel like he got a couple greasy goals, but like that's a product of kind of being in the right spot, and two, playing off your new teammates. But he's a stud, man. He's a San Diego dude. He went to LCC, which is a public high school out here. Usually it's like private schools or whatever.
He went to Denver, right?
Yeah, he went to Denver. He was a dog at Denver. Yeah, he was a dog at Denver. I'm curious how he's going to fit into this.
He gamed those the first game versus Hopkins last year.
Yep. He had like 5. He was number 5 at Denver, right?
Yeah. He led that comeback. He had I think like 5 of the last 6 goals, and he hit the game.
He hit the game winner and the OT winner. The game tire and the OT winner.
Yeah, he's a dog. So I'm just curious how he's going to fit in.
Well, once the chaos figure out that offense, that'll be. I think they're going to be a decent team. The Atlas struggled offensively, but that's to the Atlas standard. I'm holding them to the Atlas standard. First PLL game of the year. Am I expecting it to look absolutely perfect week 1? Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not.
Prefer that.
And the weather was trash too.
I would love it. I would love it if it was perfect. But listen, nothing in life is going to be perfect. Okay.
Also, shout out Troy Ray. I feel like he had a very good game.
Yeah, he played well.
He played very well.
You knew the Albany dudes were, like I feel like for anybody that does like fantasy or any of that type of stuff, where it's like look like any of the Albany players, they were gonna cook. And him and Jake Pacino were like, "Oh yeah, I'm back home."
Facts.
We'll get to Pacino soon. You know what?
Great hog for Boston,
Yeah, we could go over to that game right now, okay? Because the Redwoods, new look Redwoods.
Yes, sir.
Played against the Denver Outlaws, and they won. The Redwoods won 15-12.
Needed that.
Yes, sir. I'm happy, bro. I was nervous looking at my TV. I was like, damn. What we getting into today, boys? Because the Outlaws, on paper, the Outlaws look kind of scary, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. That Tawar on the tackle line. Yeah.
They got that Tawar in trio.
Yeah.
And Wiz ain't losing step.
Yeah, man. That's the one, man. Because Brennan was Brennan, but Wiz, I was like, yeah. Yeah, he got that, and especially if you take a whole year off when he was
Yeah.
being injured. Like, yeah, nah, he back. He looked like
Not
he ain't lost a
surprised.
step.
Not surprised.
I was wondering why. I was wondering if the Outlaws were going to be able to figure out an attack line with 2 lefties on it. I think they can definitely figure that out. They're going to be absolutely fine. These are professional athletes we're talking about.
I'm with Keegs on that. That shit doesn't matter.
At all.
I think. Well,
That
I
shit
mean,
don't
if
matter.
we could have 2 righty attack and 1 lefty, we could easily have 2 lefty attack and 1 righty. It just and it's totally fine. It's
Shit
totally
don't
fine.
matter.
Hey,
Especially if you got right. Oh.
Quick pause, real quick. I'm sorry. Shout out to Mike Rabel and Nat St. Laurent for being in the chat today. Appreciate you
what's
guys.
up, fellas?
What up?
There we go.
What's up, fellas?
My bad,
Hey.
Shane. Go ahead. Keep on doing your thing.
I was going to say, I mean, if you got 2 righty midfielders coming down the alley, then you pass it to a lefty attackman who's coming up the hash. Like, I don't see how that, and it doesn't matter. You want to pass it to Brendan O'Neill? You want to pass it to Logan Wisnowski? Which one you want?
And why does it matter if your ex-attackman's a lefty?
It
If your
doesn't.
crease attackman's a lefty.
It's annoying if you're a pole. That's when it's annoying.
Especially because it's Brendan O'Neill and Logan Wisnowski. You can't go wrong. Would you gonna give Brendan O'Neill that ball no matter where he's at?
Because he's on the wrong side. You're not gonna pass it to
So
B.
I was like, nah.
What is it?
Like that.
2022 tour time winner. You can't play because of the 2023 tour. Like, come on, man.
Man.
Oh yeah, 2024 is over there too.
Yeah.
They all in there.
That's sickening.
They in there.
That's sickening. All of y'all in a line.
It's Woods fans. How are you? So keep going. How is y'all feeling? Because a lot of new faces.
Hey,
So I feel like Coach Nat set him up.
Bro,
He set him up for success.
You see me tweet out to Joe Spallina, bro. There were some guys on that roster where I was like, who the hell is this, yo? And I was looking at him play. I was like, oh shit, yo. I like it.
GM Spallina is a ball knower, man.
He is, and I didn't know what the hell I was
knower.
going to get out of Dylan Malloy. I didn't know what the hell I was going to get out of him.
Yo, he
You got
was
a lot
doing
of ball
whatever, bro. He was
was
doing whatever.
Bitching grown ass men. Bitching
Hey,
grown
I'm gonna
ass
tell you,
men.
do
Back
you
in the
feel
New York
this way?
Lizards bag.
I gotta tell you, when I
Yes.
watch Dylan Malloy play, I feel like, and tell me if I'm bugging here. When he shoots a shot and the ball hits the back of the net that he shot, it feels different.
Yes.
It,
I agree,
It feels
100%.
different. It sounds different. It feels like all these shots, they kind of like other people like Brian Costable's shot. Boom, it hits the net. It's like a little stinger. When Dylan Malloy shoots, it got like meat to it. You know what I'm saying? It's got like it feels like the ball is heavier somehow.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. It's
he's one of these
crazy.
dudes.
It's an
You know,
event when his joint hit the net.
He got like dad strength on the shot. You could just see it.
Or like
You
you
know?
know when y'all play pickup with somebody and it's like it's the dude that like throw elbows and always hits you and somehow they go and get the basket and you get hurt. That's how Dylan Malloy is. Like when you
Straight
play,
up.
like, why am I playing defense? Why am I hurt right now? Like,
Nah, I'd hate to play
Why are you
pickup
going
with
at my
Dylan
chest?
Malloy. I hate to play pickup with Dylan Malloy. I know for a fact I'm getting a nice quick elbow to the middle of the chest, and he's gonna be like, "What?" And I'm like,
What you gonna do?
every one of his
the-
goals
Damn.
going through people's chests. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
The PLL
I'm
lists
supposed to
him.
hit you.
The PLL lists him at 6 foot 215, but he plays like he's 6'4", 240.
No.
yeah,
He plays. He
And
plays
he's
at
in shape.
6'3".
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in shape too. Yeah, he not a thick boy too. For he like in shape.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That
He's
he was
just
playing
like,
his
okay,
ass off, and there was another
In the-
dude
in the Warrior
I like
cleats.
to watch. I like
And the Warrior cleats. Yeah.
I love those
name?
Warrior cleats too.
Josh Balcarcel. I don't even know how to
Balker.
I thought that was
Balcarcel.
I
love
thought that was
watching him play.
what's his name? McAdory. I was like, wait. They play very similar. I was like,
Yeah.
who is this?
Feet wise.
And then they said,
Yeah.
they said Maris. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, if you saw any Maris highlights, it was him.
yeah. Nah, he could ball. He could ball. I was very impressed.
Yeah, he's gonna adjust just fine to the PLL. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. It's a smooth move, and McAdory did his damn thing too. So
Yeah, he played really well.
He shot 2 for 2.
Yep.
Easy. Light work for
Hey,
him.
but I'm gonna tell y'all boys this. You can go back into the archives. I told you about Chris Kavanagh. I told you about Chris Kavanagh. We were talking about him at Notre Dame, and I told
Here
you
he go.
Chris Kavanagh is like that. Chris Kavanagh is like that. He was number one on that team for a long time, getting assisted by his brother, but he's like that.
Why are you
He's a
saying this shit
scorer.
like Chris Kavanagh's not an All-American? You saying it like this dude was like the fifth?
Because y'all boys was like, nah, I don't know about Pat Kavanaugh is better than Chris Kavanaugh. I was like,
well, first of all, it's been one game in the pros. Let's let this
care.
man get into a little bit of pro
the one
career
game.
first.
You mean
That's what
I
I'm
gotta re-listen to that episode.
He made a record. He broke the record for most goals scored in a PLL rookie in his debut. Yeah. I could after a record breaking game.
That's
I could
good.
say, okay.
Nah, you
that
right.
is good.
Now he's Shane in the group chat like he about to be the best Kavanaugh. Like, bro, it's one game, 48 minutes. I'm not saying he's not gonna be good. None of us said he wasn't good. Again, you saying it like he was like the fifth or sixth attack man at Mercer or something.
Like you just discovered some shit.
No.
Yeah, you talking like you discovered Chris Kavanaugh.
It's not that I discovered it.
You think you found him?
It's
Yo,
not that
I found that this kid from Long Island can cook, bro.
Yo, you know,
He got two brothers. You know his brothers?
Yo, I just found a diamond in a rough. He's a 5-star in Inside Lacrosse.
Right, like the old dude with the telephone. He like, guess who
Hey,
I just
man.
found? I like, come on,
Hey, it's not that I found him. It's that I was telling y'all, and y'all were like, "Nah, I don't know." So it's not that I found.
Nah.
Oh! I'm gonna find the clip.
You can find the tape.
I'm gonna find the clip. I remember just going like this.
Can Chris Kavanaugh play D mid?
I don't know about
who posted that in the chat? Who posted that in the chat?
was Scotty, of course.
Brought up the clip of when Shane said that Pat Kavanaugh could play D mid.
Pat Kavanaugh can play D mid.
That's why he plays in Denver.
In the
No, he
PLL?
can't. That's why he's
Yes,
in Denver
Pat
now.
Kavanaugh-
Attack.
No, he
That's why he's in
can't.
Denver now playing attack.
Can, not
That's
should.
crazy.
Dude, I hate when he does this can thing, bro.
Can I
Dude.
play D mid in the PLL?
No, we're not talking
You do
about
this-
you, bro.
You do this all the
talking
time,
about
bro. You do this
decaf-
all the time.
Decaf
We
We didn't
can
say I
play-
should. We didn't say I should.
The
just asking
point
if I
was,
can.
if Pat
He-
Kavanaugh gets stuck on defense, will he be completely destroyed?
And-
No.
You said he can play
Completely
D
different
mid. All right.
But that was
Shane.
the context of
All
what
right,
I said.
All right. We're not doing this whole talk again, dude. Okay. You
Yeah,
said he
whatever.
can, whatever. Okay. The Archers can the whip snakes, though, 8-7. Connor Fields does the damn thing with 4
All right, that
goals
was elite.
and 1
that was elite.
assist.
I'll give you that one. That was solid.
I
That
missed
was
it.
solid.
Dang.
Yeah,
It's
that
all right.
was good. That
Thank
was
you,
good.
brother. Thank you. I'm
You
here.
don't have to
I'm
say
here
it
to
again.
say.
I'll
Okay.
listen back. I missed it.
Now, Connor Fields, 5 points in this game, 4 goals, 1 assist for the Archers,
He's in.
bro. And
Listen.
in a monsoon.
Bro,
In a
that man-
monsoon. I had to look at.
The
I was
weather
on a
was so
flight and I
trash, bro.
had to look at my screen like to make sure it's like they're actually playing lacrosse in that weather. And shout out
It
to the
was
fans that
cold.
actually stayed.
That's what I said. It was cold. So, like in Syracuse, I looked at my phone during the game. It said the feels like temperature was 37 degrees. So I'm like, if it's 37 in Syracuse, the feels like temperature, Albany's I-90 is 2 hours. If you just following the speed laws, it's 2 hours. I'm like, dog, it's 37, 38 degrees right now. I'm like, nah, dog. Respect.
Yeah,
Respect
no.
anyone who stayed
So,
out there. for
yeah, I
sure.
was like, I had a little bit of FOMO, but I'm like, nah, dog, I ain't gonna be there.
Man, my,
7 is
bro,
crazy.
my parents wouldn't even watch my own games if it was raining.
Straight up. Straight up.
Connor
And-
Fields
and
wasn't
Scott-
worried about none of that.
And Scotty
weather.
met my mom. She for sure wouldn't do that. Nope.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No. So those people in Albany were real as hell.
Yeah,
But
those some fans. They got to see Connor Fields again. Albany, you knew he was gonna cook in Albany. Like coming off of the NLL MVP, he's like, I think I got 2 in me this year. I think I got 2 MVP seasons in me.
Yeah. Was
That
that
will
was
be
that
sick.
was that Dan Restia that said he might win back-to-back MVPs in different leagues?
Yeah, he could.
He could.
you could, and that would be pretty cool. Do you think the PLL would make a big deal about that, or would they not say anything about that?
I think they
Because
would.
I saw discourse
think
about
they
it,
would.
about how they weren't talking
I'm
about.
so sick. I get so annoyed at that disc. It's so annoying.
Me too. Me too. But it's a fair question, Scotty. I think it's a fair question in context. I do
Yeah.
think PLL would acknowledge it.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
I give him that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the relationship is between the two leagues anyway. So I don't know if like they're allowed to or whatever, but I know a lot of people be going crazy about when the PLL doesn't mention the NLL. I don't know, Brian. You tell me, does the NLL ever mention the PLL?
I'm like, for the few Bandits games when I watched just the Bandits games, I don't know. I think they're mentioning it like in social media or something, or like maybe sometimes they might grab clips. But again, it's not the NLL's job to mention the outdoor league. It's not the PLL's job to mention the indoor league. Like, why is
Yeah.
this a thing? Like, I don't feel like there's people watching lacrosse where they don't know that one plays the other. Like,
Yeah.
Does the NFL mention the
I don't get it either.
UFL or the IFL or any of these other leagues?
What the
like
hell is
And,
the IFL?
and do they need to?
indoor
yeah,
football league?
exactly. They don't. It's not because it's always some nerd on the internet where to be like. Connor Fields had 6 goals. It's the most goals he scored since. And then somebody said, "Well, actually, they played the Saskatchewan Rush in March of." I'm like, bro, I don't care.
Shut up, nerd.
I'm like, okay,
Shut up, nerd.
Yo.
oh, like cool, like, and again, I don't dislike the NLL. Like, I watch both, but it's like, why is this? It's like just trying to take the fun out of everything. Like we're talking when you're talking, the PLL is talking about outdoor lacrosse. The NLL is talking about indoor lacrosse. I understand the context of what you're saying with records, with scoring goals. Like, why do we have to make this a thing and be annoying about it? Because then after that became the discourse where Connor Fields is playing super well. Then it's like, wow, how come they never mentioned him winning MVP? Because they didn't. You already knew that he won it.
Yeah, you're a lacrosse fan. You already knew he won it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
No,
yeah.
seriously though, you already knew he won. So like, what information is being lost?
So
People just know
With that.
Oh,
Yeah, people are just gonna go.
That hit that Graham Hossack had before I forget.
yeah. And
Graham Hossack will hit
The
you
what?
and hit you cleanly.
Graham Hossack.
Yeah.
I'm
every
not.
time.
I saw
Every-
that tweet. I
If
saw that
I'm
tweet,
on
Brian.
the
That's
field with
facts.
Graham, man, my head's on a swivel.
For
You're
sure.
gonna get hit clean. It's not gonna be a dirty hit. He's not gonna say nothing to you. He's just gonna lay you out. You're gonna be looking at the sky.
Just
Hey, remember
Catch your
when
Yo.
he
For
hit
real,
that
that's-
Troy Polamalu hit in the championship 2 years ago?
Yep.
Mhm.
Wow, folded his whole joint.
Change
was
the whole
clean,
rules.
too.
Change the whole
Yeah.
rules so you can hit because he hit him so good and so cleanly.
So-
Man.
I stood up when that joint happened.
This was actually Rob Pennell's first game as a whip snake.
Yeah.
How did we think about him as a whip snake here?
I'll let y'all go because there's a certain level of honesty I could have, but I'm gonna let y'all go.
This is what we live for, Brian. We're not journalists. I'll keep on talking.
Go ahead, Shane. Go ahead, Shane.
24 touches, 1 point.
11% shooting.
Because how many shots on those touches did he? How many? He took 9 shots on
Nine
those
nine
touches.
shots. 4
Actually, sorry,
turnovers.
37 touches.
4
30.
turnovers. Led the
Look,
team in turnovers.
Look, I'm okay. All right. I'm gonna say it. Okay. We need to send that horse to the glue factory.
So stupid, dude.
We need to send the horse to the glue factory.
You say he's glue, bro?
Okay.
I'll do it,
Look.
bro. That's my dog.
Look.
Oh my god.
Hey, was I pumped when Rob Pennell joined the PLL? Yeah.
Yeah. That was hype.
In this year, 2025, do I want to see Rob Pennell playing professional lacrosse?
My take is
Not
look at his
really.
teammates. Look at his teammates, man. I feel like with the team he's on, I like Malone, Brandow, Carroll. I like that. Do they need Rob Pennell? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But Dick,
Take
even
the
with
name
that
off
being
of it.
said, even with you just saying that, then it's like poses another question. What you do with Rambo?
Send that horse to the glue factory. What
Bro,
are we talking about?
He can
Rambo's
go to
Willie too.
he can go to Orange Theory classes and get his cardio up. And run out
Yo,
He said, put Rob Pennell back on that assault bike and get him off of the field, bro. Let him be a health.
I'm sure he go to
Hey,
Equinox. I'm
man.
sure he go to Equinox. Like, cool, bro. Like, come out the box. I work out too, bro. Like, it's cool.
Yo.
I'm trying to
crazy.
maintain my youth too. I understand, sir.
I
Like,
don't. I think.
Because if you a Whips fan, you again taking the name out of it, like what TJ Malone can't lose touches. Levi Anderson should not be losing touches. Like, oh, you got to run out the box again because you can't. No, man.
He had the second most.
That's where I'm
touches
at,
on that
Brian.
team. He had the
Look
second
who
most
his
touches on
teammates
that
are.
team.
You gonna let Matt Brandow? Nah.
Matt Brandow had 18 touches.
Matt Brandow, if Yale was good 2 years ago, probably
shot
would have
2
won
for
the
6.
time.
yeah, he
Like-
was killing that year too.
Yeah.
Like, we not gonna pretend like Matt Brandow's not one of them ones. And
He
then
is.
Like, because
I've been waiting for him to emerge.
Yeah, but he's not going to on that team though, because somebody's got to get their touches. And it's like you said, the teammates around you. Come on.
Yeah.
For him to shoot 11% with the second most touches on that team, Matt Brandow's got 18 touches. Aiden Carroll's got 21 touches. What are we
4
doing?
turnovers.
What are we doing?
Led the team in turnovers.
I respect all that Rob Pennell has done. I respect all that he's done. And
Yeah.
I think it's time. When he went to the whipstakes, I was like, why is he even still playing? In general, not that he can't play lacrosse anymore, not that he was never. It's just
His
at this
style.
point, it's a young man's game too. It's a young
man's
game.
league. It's a
It's
young
a young man's league. And I think especially with week one, it becomes clear as day that these kids coming fresh from college are fresher than the guys who are veterans.
Right.
100%. Because
These-
you for sure not spending $2 million on your body for the year to get ready for this season. Because if
Right.
you do, you are spending $2 million a year. It's probably somebody in Russia who waiting for that $3 million payback. If you got $2 million to spend on your body
With interest.
with interest, I know for a fact that money came in a Manila folder. Don't play with me.
Yeah,
I know for a
I'm
fact.
about late 30s too. You need to massage gun more. Like, I got it.
It's-
I understand. These
I
young
think-
boys is ready.
Rob Pennell needs to go ahead and transition into a coaching role because he is an unbelievable offensive lacrosse mind that he for sure. I mean, you could just see it the way he was kind of talking to guys and I think that's where he could make the most impact. But seeing a game that you lost and you had the second most touches on the team, shooting for 11% with 1 point. Come on, bro.
Yeah, we
It's
can say
time.
it's week one, but the sample size is getting bigger. I mean, y'all Redwoods
it's week
fans,
one,
you saw
but-
what he did.
It
only
might
last
be week
year.
1, but it's also what year.
It ain't exactly.
10?
That's what I'm saying. We can say it's week one all we want, but I think the sample size is good enough for RB3.
It's interesting, man. I have two things against this, right? It's Stagnita. I think he's going to find a way to figure this out with the Whip Snakes. I don't know what the hell he's going to do. It's not always the way I expect it to be because last year I was like, these Whip Snakes are so ass, but he found a way to take them to the finals.
Fair.
Okay. And then also, though, I think when it comes to teaching all old dogs new tricks, I used to always be like, hell no, like an older player is not going to give up their role as the dominant ball carrier, this or that. But with a great player, like, for example, Paul Rabel changed his role his last years when he was on what team was he on? The Cannons?
The Cannons,
when,
yeah.
When he was back on the Cannons, changed his role, and his productivity went up so much after just changing his role. Rob Pennell, I don't know if he should be the quarterback at X the whole time. Maybe he has to be that guy
Yeah,
on
no,
creep.
No.
I'm curious who's the one that steps up and says, "Nah, it's not you anymore." Because with Paul, he's playing with Lyle. So was Paul going to be like, "Nah, Lyle, don't get the ball"? So I feel like, and it's not Lyle's not that personality, but it's like I feel like somebody's gonna have to be like, "Yeah, we gotta." And I don't know, maybe it's Stagnita, but yeah, that's the thing because it's his style of play. Again, and that's a great point, Scotty. Because are you cool with now being the third option on attack, not on the team?
Mhm.
I don't know.
But if you're a great lacrosse player, man, like you're gonna find a way to make it work, man. But
Absolutely.
if your
He's a
ego
great
gets in the
lacrosse
way,
player.
that's a whole nother problem.
Yeah, in the
I
PLL,
mean-
if you have someone at X, they need to be able to win their matchup pretty reliably back there. Like a Minikis, an Amen, a Schellenberger, like someone who can get a step reliably.
Mhm.
I don't think parking Rob back there is going to do the Whips any favors. So yeah, it depends on like what Staggs is going to give him. Like, what do you do with a guy like that? We know what you would do, Shane.
Yeah, it's got Shane, bro.
We know what you would do.
It's time. Get a different. You like maybe you don't need somebody who plays just at X. Maybe you play a little positionless lacrosse there with a couple of just real dogs who can be anywhere and just mirror each other. Like, I don't know.
There's somebody from Scotty's neck of the woods that fills that role.
Hey man, call
Who
my
played
boy.
for the Whip Snakes before?
Yeah, he was on the Whip Snakes before.
Get that man on speed dial.
Shane mentions the type of talent they need.
Yo, y'all gonna make me go off about Jules not being picked up right now, but I don't even want to go off about this because let me not go off about this. Okay, let's go into the next game, which is the Cannons blast the Atlas 16-12.
There you go. I feel like that was big.
Blast.
That was big.
Yes,
That was big.
blast.
Blast.
You got blasted.
Yes,
blast.
A couple Red Wings fans get a win. Now they don't.
That's
know
big. That's big. He said,
That-
Y'all talking
was
too big
big.
for your britches right now. Talking about they got blasted.
That's crazy.
I mean,
We
we
ain't watched
watched
the
the
same
same
game.
game.
Talk about
Did
we watch the same
Bulls
game?
didn't get blasted,
I'm
dog.
using blast as a verb to say that they won, and it's also
There you go.
Man, you got to stop with that.
it's also an
You got to
entendre.
retire that term.
Wait. It's also an entendre because they're the Cannons. The Cannons blast. You know what
By
I'm
the
saying?
way,
The
by the
Cannons
way,
put the Cannons away and use small arms to win that game against a Tiger.
Exactly.
speaking of the Cannons,
it's the ones when they used to have the guns like.
dog.
The
Did
muskets,
you know
the
in
muskets,
Boston,
the muskets.
hey,
What's the
in
difference one of
Boston, they
those?
got real cannons.
Get the gat. Oh, yo, they do have real cannons.
In Boston, they got real cannons that go
Yeah.
off in Boston.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did that for MLL games, right?
Yeah.
No. Just like in Boston, we were
in
at
the-
the hotel,
the
like
river.
just and on the harbor, there were
Oh.
cannons going off in
Yeah.
Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, in the harbor. Shane's blackness came out because he ducked. Tell me how he ducked when he heard the cannon.
Well, because at first I thought I was hearing something. I was like, "Is somebody playing wall ball on our at our hotel room?" I was
Oh
like,
my
"Because it sounded,"
gosh.
and then I looked out and went, "Oh, like what do you mean?" So anyway, that was crazy. But you got blasted. I hope you know.
No,
Boston put an 8
Miss me
goal
with that.
third quarter on you. It was tied at half, and they put
good
8
quarter.
goals on you in the third
It's a
quarter.
good quarter. It's a good quarter.
Okay, that ain't no
So-
blast.
All right, so when this
No.
happens to the when this happens to the Woods, and it'll probably be when they play the Isle. All right.
No, game could
Gotcha.
be a 15-goal game, and it was still close. What do you mean if that happens to the Woods?
Okay.
Here we go. Look at him. Look at him avoiding.
Ain't no
it.
quiet part. Ain't no quiet part with Shane. That joint is out loud.
Well, see, I won't hate. I will say this: Asher Notein gave real Tyrese Halliburton vibes after that win. Like, you won't be the villain, okay? Because Tyrese Halliburton, when they beat the Knicks that first game 1, he's doing that, and then with Asher, okay.
Asher loves the Bulls down. He's been doing that. He
I
did that
know.
at Champ Series too.
I
Man,
can
It's
respect
kind
you
of
being
tough,
the
low
villain.
key.
Yeah,
It's kinda tough.
I can respect the villain arc.
I
Yo,
absolutely respect
the
it.
PLL needs.
If you don't like it, win.
For sure.
The
they need a
PLL
villain.
needs a real villain. I think
But it
the
was
PLL
natural when he
needs.
did it. It didn't feel forced. That's why I was like,
Right.
as a
Yeah,
Bulls
it was
fan,
natural,
respect.
organic.
I
It
agree.
was organic.
I agree that the PLL needs a villain. 100% agree.
And
And,
I-
if
and
Asher wants to
also-
be that, cool.
Also, yo, I think the PLL needs 2 people who actually don't like each other, who hate each other, and like give me somebody who like don't even want to be in the same room with each other. Like,
Oh, yeah.
everybody's on edge when they're together.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
You
I
know,
love that.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. I'm
Hey.
tired of seeing people just be friends and homies and whatnot. It's like none of that, bro.
they
I
playing
want
against each
real
other, but they
beef.
came to the game together.
Yeah. I want real beef. I
want people
no,
fighting over paychecks, bro.
Yeah,
I need y'all to fight over a
Hey.
paycheck.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean, that's when
People
you
see
look
different.
at the WL, if you look at the WNBA,
That's the NFL, dog.
if you look at the
Whatever, paychecks now.
WNBA, and the
They be
one
going
thing,
at it.
the one thing now that has raised their numbers exponentially is the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Now
Which
that's
is
and
hilarious.
that's organic, yo. And even in women's college basketball, when they were playing against each other in college basketball, like
People
when in
tuned into that,
lacrosse
though.
did we ever have that
For
type
sure.
of rivalry?
For sure.
Yeah, it works. It's Diggs, your old high school buddy, was it DJ Carrington, like playing like that villain arc? She was arguing with a ref, and the ref called it security.
Yeah.
So it's like you need, and it happened. This happened like a week ago. So it's like, yeah, it's that you need that energy, and those teams definitely don't like each other. Because I'm like, when Miles had that goal that they took away, when he ran through like 3 people, and he like looked up and did his celly, like y'all really
Yeah.
don't like each other. Like the checks, like them talking after goals, like y'all legitimately don't like each other, and it feels natural, and I like it. And we're gonna get
Yeah,
our
I
get
love
back.
it.
I'm just saying.
I love it.
That's how it should be.
That would be tight, man. But I remember the only rivalry where I was like, these two don't like each other was Mike Manley and Asher Knowlton.
Remember when he mushed Mike Manley, dog?
Yep. Mike Manley's a scary ass, man. He's scary as hell.
You gotta have some heavy cojones to mush that man.
No,
To score on
why-
him and then mush him.
It's always no. The other one, that wasn't even the worst one. The Mike Manley and Chase Frazier. Because didn't Chase Frazier punch Mike Manley in the face?
I
Really?
don't remember that.
When was that?
This
2019?
20. I think it was like that. Yeah.
Chase
you don't
Frazier. Was
remember?
he in the
'Cause
league? Chase Frazier went in the
Yeah,
league
when he-
2019.
when he played, or is he? Maybe it's 2021. Yeah, because that was.
I think it was after the bubble.
He said something. Oh, because it was the clip. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Is that viral clip? It was from that. Yeah, it was Mike Manley and
remember
Chase
that.
Frazier.
I gotta take a
Yeah.
look.
Because it basically, yeah, because like the Discord was the cops against the Canadians. Like it was
Oh,
a very
shit.
funny moment.
But we got to get back to the Cannons Atlas game. Ryan
We do
Drenner
that,
had
we do
4
that.
goals in this game. Ryan Drenner probably the most versatile offensive weapon
Oh yeah.
in
He
the
just gets
PLL.
buckets, man. I like
That's
his
that's
game.
the bucket getter for real.
He's
No
a
matter
player
which
you need on
way,
every
lefty,
team,
righty.
yep.
And he's in the right spots too. He was in the right spots. That one where he little hitch switch to the left and just spanked that. Like from no point in that sequence did Ryan look like he didn't know what he was gonna do. He knew that he knew he was gonna get a shot off, and he knew he was about to get a bucket, and you could see it in his energy. Just running up to that midfield line or running up that 2-point line. I was like, that's real hooper right there. That's a real hooper.
You know how different you got to be to switch hit a step down and just be like, yeah. To switch hit a step down and hit it with your offhand, just be like, yeah, I'm like that. Like people were talking about. So someone on Twitter said they didn't like Ryan Drenner's. You see that tweet? They didn't like. Oh, he looks like he's never shot left hand in his life. It's like you don't watch lacrosse. To quote Brian Knows Lax, you don't watch lacrosse, Buster.
You don't
But you don't play lacrosse.
You don't watch lacrosse, Buster.
You know how hard that is to do in real life. To go,
what are we talking about?
And then step down with the left, like what you think your mechanics gonna be perfect?
Switch hitting a step down is different.
Come on, bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. And it didn't matter. You still shot that on Liam Intamin.
Exactly.
On Liam
What are we talking
Intamin.
about?
The one person in the last like maybe 5 years that everyone thinks should have won a Tewaaraton and didn't. That guy, he just with the left and just bro with the Towson. What are we talking about?
Yeah, he's a bucket, bro. He's a lacrosse
He's a
player.
bucket.
Yeah.
22
And
touches.
he's a great dude
4
if you ever met him.
Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah, man,
He's dope.
okay,
You know who
cool,
else is a
cool.
bucket? Is Will Manny. First game back,
Yeah.
man.
Congratulations.
This guy was waiting way too long at this moment. Wasn't going to let it slide by like that, man. 3 goals. And it hasn't lost a step, man. Good for Will Manny. I got to give him his flowers.
He still got them
Yeah.
quick ass hands, dog.
Yeah.
So soft mitts.
And
Oh,
so
they
now
tried
you
to-
see, if people see it's not hyperbole when you say the people that don't make the 19 are in the player pools that can come and put up buckets.
Straight up.
just show up. They tried to send my boy to the.
Y'all just be
They
saying
tried to
that.
send him to the glue factory. He said
someone
no.
in the top 10 in professional outdoor lacrosse history. Is he top 10 in goals now? In professional outdoor lacrosse history?
I
He's in the
think he
player
is.
pools.
I
No?
saw a crazy stat with
You
him. I
telling me
don't
he's a
know.
player pool player?
Yeah, crazy.
He's a
It's not
bucket.
hyperbole. It's yeah, for real.
And seeing the bunk bed boys back at it was cool.
Hey, when they said that, I was like, wow,
They
that's
got-
been so long.
That got me so hyped when
long.
Boyle said that. I'm honestly, that's like one of the only things that like I'm proud of that like it stuck. That's crazy that one stuck. That was off the top of the head.
What made you come up with bunk bed boys?
I was just in the mood where I was pointing my phone at my TV screen and talking like a caveman, whatever came out of my mouth. If it made me laugh, I would just run with it. I didn't think about anything. I was just like, that's the type of stuff that you can only do. Like, think about like twin brothers. They sleep in bunk beds, dog. They're psychic. They just know what the other one's gonna do. So it was just like, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, you can't tell me they don't sleep in bunk beds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember it just came out of my mouth.
That's funny, man. That is a good one. But Jeff Teat had he just had to remind us that he's still here after his 1-goal performance in his first game. Ended up having 6 points in the next game.
And the thing too crazy is he don't lead it. He only had 30 touches.
Wait, Scott, did you say he had 1 point in the first game?
He had one point in the first game.
No, he didn't.
In the opener?
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, bro. 1 point. He didn't have a. He did not have a good game.
I must have been looking at something different earlier. Wait, no. Yeah, I must have been looking at something different earlier. Yeah, you're right. He had 1 point in the opener.
Yeah, 1 point, but then he had 3 goals and 3 assists in the second game.
Yeah, he turned up.
Because he just the way he plays is so nonchalant.
It's quiet. It's so quiet.
He lets it come to him. He lets the game come to him.
Yeah.
K18 said he way too calm.
Way too calm.
On 30 touches, man. But it was the same thing because Asher had a similar because he I don't know what it is with Asher and Gavin Adler play. Gavin Adler had that man in witness protection, but there's a couple. They had 3 plays where when Gavin didn't get on his hands, he had 3 assists. He did have him in witness protection.
Hold on, you said that shit so fast. Hey, I almost lost it. That's a bar right there. Had that boy in witness protection.
He did.
Nah, that's crazy.
He had that boy in Iowa or something. I don't know. Where do they send people in witness protection? You go to like Iowa or they put you in like
dog.
I don't know.
Put
like
you in a
that's
location.
Bars,
that was good.
Yo, yeah, that's a shirt right there.
The streets know my love for Gavin Adler, man. But it was 3 touches that where he didn't get on his hands fast enough, and Asher had 3 assists. So it's just like you said, sometimes it just works like that.
Man. I love his game. He doesn't try to be like the transition scorer. He just like fundamental pull. He's
handcuffs, I'm taking away the key. That's what he does.
I'm gonna do my job and I'm gonna do it better than you are prepared for. And that's it. I'm not gonna be, try to be, this person. It's like, no, you are locked down if I'm on you. And that's that.
Think about how many defensemen Asher Knowlton can back down and get a bucket on in the league. Didn't happen against Gavin Adler.
You would right?
He's an anomaly.
He's an anomaly. I'm taller than Gavin Adler.
Yeah,
I'm 5'9" and 3/4. I'm taller than him.
I wonder
that
he's
man.
built like a brute, bro.
I wonder how often Asher can get to his spots with other lefty defenders. Because technically, stick side, because Gavin or Asher's, no.
JB1 to the Outlaws, according to Googs.
Wow.
Ooh, wait a second.
Oh.
The Googs bomb.
Googs bomb. JB1 to the Outlaws.
Okay.
Wow.
We changing it. Whatever the schedule was, we ain't talking about that no more.
Yeah, that's
we talking about this.
That was our next topic, but we could talk about this. God damn.
They have 4 Tuarton wins. Wait, they have 20. they have the 2021 JV1, the 2022 Logan Wisnauskas, the 2023 was Brendan O'Neill, and the 2024 is Pat Kavanagh.
They have 4 out of the last 5 Tour-a-thon winners.
I kind of hate that though.
And the only reason why they have 4 or 5 is because 5 was 2020 was the COVID season.
Yeah,
and they ain't get CJ.
I don't.
Are we optimizing how good Jared Bernhardt's going to be when he gets
100%? I'm gonna tell you right now, and you can quote me on this. I don't think he's gonna be that good in the PLL this year. He's gonna need I think he's gonna need at least a couple months to get into the game. I don't know if for him to leave Division I lacrosse. Maryland's an excellent program, 100% excellent program. To leave that to go and play football for a year, and then to go and play NFL for a year, and then to try and come back at the level at the PLL level. You say he won the Tour-a-thon in 2021. It's 2025, so that's 4 years removed from high level lacrosse.
Why are we not learning anything from the Pat Spencer story? Elite athletes are elite athletes.
Pat Spencer couldn't come back and play elite lacrosse either.
What?
I would take him. No. Let me tell you something. I don't think
the National Basketball Association that Pat Spencer.
Yes, that Pat Spencer
didn't play basketball for 4 years.
That Pat Spencer could not come back and play elite lacrosse immediately. He could not come back and make an immediate impact at this level right now. No.
Yes, he could.
No.
Hey,
by the end of the season, by playoffs, could he? Because it's Pat Spencer, of course. JB 1-2, sure, but immediately game 1.
Let's take bets.
No.
Let's take bets on how many points, over under on how many points he'll have in his first game.
2.5. That's the line.
Over.
What does that
Comfortably
mean?
over.
What does that mean?
2.5. So is he going to have more than 3 points or less than 3 points?
I would say less than 3. I see what Shane's saying because I don't think I think he'd have less than 3. I think it would take him a little bit of time.
The elite athlete thing works so much, but let's talk about Chris Hogan.
Exactly.
He's an elite
Chris Hogan
athlete.
wasn't like that in college. Chris Hogan wasn't a Tour-a-thon winner. Chris Hogan wasn't in the news because he was splashing cats and playing on Final Four weekend. That's not congruent at all.
But that's an elite
We can leave him out.
That's an okay. Agreed.
Elite athlete with not the same amount of skill.
Okay, I'll give you that. I don't think that a person could just show up having not had a lacrosse stick in their hands and decide to just show up into the PLL 4 years removed from Division I lacrosse.
Over 2.5.
When do we know when the last time he touched his stick? Because that's my thing too. I don't know. Like, I don't think this is. I don't think he. I don't know if he did NFL training camp, CFL training camp, whatever. I don't feel like he was like 3 weeks ago. Like, you know what? I'm gonna play in the PLO.
And let me find my stick. You know.
Yo, as much as I want to be on Shane's side too for this, he switched sports and got football like this in a second. Not to say like he didn't play football in high school, but like he won the
high school and he went to the NFL.
He won the Division II Heisman as a quarterback, running a triple option. Right? If you ever look at his stats, hold up. If you ever look at his stats too in Division II football, look how crazy they look. He has like
they run that Army like
they run that crazy triple option. But anyway, he also though he goes to the Falcons, does pretty well, not even as a quarterback, as a wide receiver, switches positions. So if anything, it does really show his versatility. But the one problem I have with lacrosse though is where it's not. I don't think your athleticism is what's going to help you here. It's that those stick skills. It's not like riding a bike. I don't think. I don't think it's
for
like
players that elite. I think stick skills are like riding a bike for players that elite. I think he can pick up a stick.
I have a tough time with it.
I have a tough time with
it. But if I was to be like, somebody can do it. Somebody can do it. It would be between Pat Spencer and Jared Bernhardt.
It's not just going to be a random off the street. It's not going to be. Let me pick another player on the Outlaws roster who I don't think who could do that. Justin Anderson. Justin Anderson is not coming in cold after 4 years of playing lacrosse and getting over 2.5 points in his first PLL game back. Justin Anderson's not like that in the same category as Jared Bernhardt. And if we're talking about
Justin Anderson, like, why you say F me for?
I just what did he win a Tewaaraton? Did he play in the NFL?
I don't
Same
know.
with anybody else on the roster.
I'm not disagreeing
Eric
with you.
Law,
It's funny.
Ryan Terefenko, any of them. Listen,
It's just funny.
The sports congruency. Okay, with Pat Spencer, he went to play a sport where he played in the professionals with better athletes, arguably speaking, than the PLL.
Nah, I ain't arguably the best athletes in the world are in the NBA.
And-
I don't care. I'll argue with anybody. I don't care.
And this man left lacrosse, went to another league where the athleticism on average is higher than the PLL. He's coming back to somewhere where he's like, well, I just played against better athletes. So I mean, nah, over 2.5.
Well, do you think we're gonna figure out this week?
Nah,
Because that would be
Whenever
crazy.
his first game is.
Yeah, I don't think we see him for at least 2 or 3 weeks. Like,
First
I
game he
don't think we see him.
dresses.
So
I
I don't think he dresses till close to July.
If
to
he
be
takes
completely honest.
if he takes a month of like intentional practice, getting into the working with guys who are actually playing, but getting some runs and getting some reps in, I'm gonna say sure. I'll take the over on that 2 points. If he has to go this week and play in the PLL this week and get over 2 points, I'm saying no. Unless they quite literally scheme it up so that he's getting hands-free shots. And even then he's going to
They
struggle.
won't do that for him. That's not his game. They won't do that for him.
Exactly.
I know
the
who's finally
game-
taking out the midfield.
The game is I don't see him coming in making that immediate impact. I don't see it. If he takes some time and like getting into the game for sure, because he is an elite athlete and he is a Tewaaraton winner, no question. But the speed of the game, the speed of the game in the PLL is different. It's different than the last time he played organized lacrosse.
I think he can adjust.
I don't know if he'll adjust quickly.
We'll
I'm
see.
sure. I mean, he's an elite athlete. He's going to adjust. I'm not saying the dude is not good. I'm just saying this is a different game.
We'll
There's
see.
a lot of players in the player pool who probably could play who cannot make it.
Now it's like now it's. I also wonder who you get rid of on the Outlaws.
Because JV running out of the box. Like I'm not confident that they're gonna stick him on attack. I don't think that's gonna happen.
They're gonna get rid of a Tewaaraton Award winner for a Tewaaraton Award winner.
Yeah.
No,
what are we doing? They're not.
He's
doing-
coming
They're
out
not
of
going
the
to
box.
do that.
Not to
he has
mention, he's older than all of the other Tewaaraton winners.
Yeah.
How
It's
about
that
here?
age is a massive factor in this game. Age is a
Actually,
massive
it
factor.
might be more than a year because I know lacrosse dudes. It's this whole generation of dudes that
I don't think this
reclass
margin
and stuff.
matters because Wisnauskas is a year off of him, and he came back after taking a year off from injury, and he was getting buckets.
Yeah.
I don't think the margin. I don't think the margin's that
I
wide.
personally thought he looked a little slower than years prior, but
Wiz?
Sure, he still got buckets.
for sure.
Yeah, but Wiz
For
is
sure.
never a burner anyway, though.
That's
He
true.
wasn't a run.
But I
dude.
noticed he was to me noticeably slower. Noticeably slower.
All right. Well, I got a question. My question is, I saw Dan Arestia tweet out, I'm told multiple teams have offers out to Jared Bernhardt. At least one of them is pushing 6 figures. I said 6 what? I don't know. I don't know
I wasn't
anything.
surprised by that.
I don't know anything about how these lacrosse players are getting paid. But hey, man, that might be setting a precedent for some other players, because I'll tell you what, if I'm an elite lacrosse player and I see, oh, you can do that for him? He never played in this league? Guess
I'm
what you can do
sick.
for me?
I'm sick.
Scotty, who's that What About Me player that you're thinking of? Do you have a What About Me player?
Oh, man.
What about me? I want 6 figures. Who's that? in the league?
I was going to say somebody who's been dominant at their position the entire time he's been in the PLL is Trevor.
That would be the first person I think of.
I'd be like, Trevor is like the best at his position all the time, or the entire time he's been in the PLL. You look at his stats for Mike Sisselberger.
Of all time, period.
You see his stats versus Mike Sisselberger? Like, we're talking about another all-pro Fogo. Sis won like 4 face-offs against Trevor.
That's so crazy.
Like, there's levels to this. So I'm like, if we could find a way to get an athlete this much money, why can't we do this for maybe somebody else who's been the MVP for,
Yeah,
Blaze
that would be
Reardon.
good.
who would
I
you
think
say
Blaze
would be
Reardon
like, what
6
about me?
Blaze Reardon.
Blaze Reardon? Yeah, that's a good one.
He's been goalie of the year. What, 4 out of 5 times or something like that?
Yeah. I have several on Trevor's team. Jeff Yeet. Give me that 100.
Give me that 6.
Give me that 100. We can go to the Archers. 100,000 is the start for Captain America.
Yep.
Shrives?
The best goal.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the best
Oh,
goalie
yeah.
in the world, Brett Dobson. Give me that 100K Canadian dollars
CAD.
Yep.
easily.
100K
Like,
CAD.
it's a bunch of dudes where I'm just like, yeah, run that check, sir.
I mean, I see.
You should be glad. If you're a lacrosse fan, I would also be glad if with JB1 making that money because like we want the players. To
I'm
get paid
very
more.
glad.
Yeah, because
I know he's probably one of 4 or 5 right now, maybe making that much money, or he might even be the only one. Doesn't matter. I'm still happy about it.
Yo,
I want dudes to be like, I play lacrosse, and like that's it. I don't like seeing dudes retire when they're 30. Like that's not. I mean, apparently that's old now on the internet, but that's not old. I don't want to see dudes retire.
It's
old
interesting when
sports.
when these guys are making this much money. I wonder if there's like a third party though, because I don't think the league is paying them straight up that much money. Like, is there a third party in this? And I see Goose over here saying Lyle was making $200,000.
I ain't gonna lie, I heard that too. So I ain't.
Yeah,
gonna lie.
I'm like, damn. Put me on game. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna figure
checking
out.
people's pockets. I just heard the same thing.
Hey, all I know is that Progressive been on them damn goals for 5 years now, so somebody got to pay something up. All I know is that them things on them goals.
Getting in the way of me seeing the ball go in.
Yeah,
Into the damn way.
He said, what's wrong? Shay said, "Flow from Progressive." JP1. What other
you better pay them, man. I'm telling you, I seen that damn. Come on now. I seen dude wipes on plenty jerseys too. You're gonna put a couple on mine. Shoot, stop playing.
It said, well, I'm like looking up their salary caps, and as of 2023, each PLL team has a salary cap of $735,000.
Oh, okay.
So
that's for 25. That's not even 19 guys because you pull guys up. So how do you pay?
I think that does that. Okay, that brings a good question, Shane. Because like, does that apply to the 25 rostered,
which changes,
and you only get your portion if you make the 19, or
yeah? Because I think I thought it was that you get paid. You only get paid if you make the 19.
But
that
even
is
if
true.
you make the 19,
right?
you still drop in and out. Like,
that would be crazy if you only get paid if you're on a 19. I don't.
That's how that works.
That makes sense.
That's what I thought it was. I could be wrong.
That's I've heard that more than once,
bro. If I'm putting in this training and go to this training camp and I'm on this roster, could be picked up any minute, and I'm not getting paid for this.
If I could get hit by Garrett Epple and for free. I gotta take one. I gotta take one to the Stones by Asher Nolting for free. For free.
Yo, Asher, why you do my man Kobe Smith like that, man?
Y'all did
that was
Kobe
crazy.
For the F? Nah, hell nah. And if that's the case, I'm surprised there are not more fights. I'm surprised folks don't like what you mean.
Talk to these folks, Dane.
If I'm getting hit like that and you not really paying me like that, I can't even get insurance. I gotta be on my girl insurance while I'm doing this. And half of y'all boys not even 26. I gotta be on mom and dad insurance, and you gonna hit me in the arms. I can't even use my shit. Nah, hell no.
Jason, baby, you can't quit. Baby, you can't quit.
You can't quit. You can't quit. I know you don't want to be in I know you don't want to do this little marketing job no more. But guess what? I gotta see Graham Hosek on Friday at 6 p.m. and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Nah, hell nah, bro. I
never laughed this much during the week, man.
We gotta fight. We gotta fight.
Oh,
I'm telling you, man.
Too good.
Well, I got to get somebody on the show that understands contracts, PLL money, and stuff, so we could break it down, so they could break it down for us.
I keep saying, man,
Oh,
Keith gotta come on the
Googs is-
show, man.
Yeah, we need to get Keys in here for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, we do.
Googs is saying Yates said that JB1 is expected to play this weekend. So the bet is on over 2.5.
Over 2.5. Hey, everybody in the comments right now, press over or under 2.5 points. That's where we're setting the line for.
I'm gonna
Jared
tweet that.
Brown.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say
Hold
this.
on. I'm gonna tweet it. I'm gonna start
If
something.
JB, if JB
Hey,
one
tag
goes,
Stick Talk in that digs.
All right, bet. I'm gonna do it right now.
if JB1 goes from not playing lacrosse for 4 years to taking my spot out of bed,
Hey,
I'm
gonna tell you right
I'm not
now.
gonna put him on blast after we're done recording. I'm gonna tell you exactly who I think it is.
Yeah, Goose is gonna be a poll. Hold on, let me figure this out.
Yeah, make a poll. Make a poll. We don't dance on polls. We make polls. Huh?
Wow.
Hey,
Why are
pause.
you like this, man?
Pause. Scotty, log off. Turn your computer off. Yeah, that's why you grab your charger. Just let that shit die, bro. Just close it.
Yeah.
We'll finish it.
Why
Hey.
are you like this, bro?
I got problems. You know this. Okay. We got problems. Now, as much as we could talk about Jared Bernhardt, this is our last thing we have to talk about. CJ Curse, injured hand. Okay, I saw the news. Dan Aressia said that CJ had a surgery on his hand. He'll at least miss the first month of the season. Does that worry you at all?
Nah. I'd be happy if I was a Water Dogs fan. He's only missing a month. Because if you did broken hand, I had a feeling he was going to be out for the season, and they would just let him run it back next year.
It's at least a month.
Yeah, we'll see you after All-Star weekend.
If I'm a Water Dogs fan, I'm protecting my generational talent at all costs. If I'm a Water Dogs fan, you miss the whole season to get your hand healthy. All right, I can eat that.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
I mean, he did get 6 with the broken hand, so
that's what I was about
paired
to say.
hand.
Right?
You know.
I was about to say, man.
He
I
said,
would have been like, screw a surgery, bro. Play with that broken hand. I seen you do it.
Nah, but still, Garrett Epple, bro. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
straight.
super
Garrett be hitting folks like he know you ain't gonna be able to use it at your desk job on Monday.
Yeah.
He hit that thing like he do it angry too. Like I'd be so much like, hell you do this to me for? Oh man, I'd start swinging.
Oh, I got work on Monday, dickhead.
Yeah, and you know it.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. What are we doing?
So no, I'm not worried about. I'm not
Yeah,
worried. about
he's
CJ, dog.
good. He's gonna be
Yeah,
good. Like
I
I said,
think
we'll
he
see you
did.
after the All-Star break.
Like Dig said, you just protect one of your generational player. Just do it.
That's
Just
first and foremost. Like I don't know. It's like your quarterback. Like, bro, if he got a city year, sit that man for a year.
Yeah.
Right, like Karen
we
McCardle's
talking
not
about?
there. Like Mikey Sauer's not there. Like, it's not like they have the luxury of not having to rush him.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I'm glad to see the Water Dogs are playing next weekend or this weekend. Let's go. Now, excuse me, boys. Diggs. I want you to do your segment. You got your segment ready to rock? Can you dig it?
No, I don't, but I can think of something.
Okay. I mean, if you don't, it's all right. But if you do, if you have something to do, you know what? I'm gonna just do my segment real quick, and then while you think of it, you just think of it.
I got it. I got one.
You got yours? All right.
Yeah.
Hold on, Diggs. Ready?
Yo, I'm back in the building. Check me out. Look. Mikey Diggs on the tape and he wants you to know, is it hot or not? Does it got to go? Can you dig it? Yes, we can. Can you dig it? Hell nah.
Can you dig it? Yeah.
He said, "Hell, nah."
Why did you make your voice higher for that? Why did you change the whole octave of your voice for that?
I didn't want it to sound like me 100%.
What? What you mean?
We know that's you.
I know.
He's gonna lie. He's gonna be like, I use some of the stick talk budget to hire.
Hey, bro.
Hell nah.
I got an intro song now. I'm feeling
Oh
it.
yeah.
Okay, so my Can You Dig It shout out of the week goes to Andrew McAdory, because I went on record not 2 weeks ago saying, I'm not sure how good of a pro he's going to be. And let me tell you, he looked great. He looked, to me, from what I saw from him, I thought he looked better in this Red Wings game than he did in some of the Duke games this past year. I feel like he's adjusting very well. His speed is still very much a weapon. He had no turnovers. I don't know if y'all saw that. 2 goals, 100% shooting, no turnovers. That's very impressive. Thank you for making me eat my words. Andrew McAdar is a big fan of yours when you were at St. A's. And keep proving me wrong. I love that. I can dig it.
Let's go. I love it, dude. I love it. Nice, quick, and on your toes. We love that. All right. Now, I got one. Shout out to the old high school I used to coach, Immaculata High School. That's where I went to high school. Immaculata, small little Catholic school in Somerville, New Jersey. Making big news here. Okay. They won one of their state games, I want to say, with an overtime game winner. Cole Hayden. He is one of the best athletes that I've ever coached in lacrosse. He's actually committed to Richmond University to play ball next year. So that's a guy you guys are going to want to keep an eye out for over here in the next couple of years, because he's a savage, bro. You ever see those guys that are just unbelievable athletes? Like that, you're like, yeah, they're going to be fine. They'll figure it out, whatever. Cole Hayden is that type of guy. I want to show you this video, but I can't get there. Hold on. Oh, here we go. We're lit. All right, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Check out this play. Right here, boys.
Oh, I saw this.
Off the restart. Any play off the restart, you got to watch. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Hey! No, he didn't score. He didn't get the bucket.
Oh.
What are we talking about, Cole? What are we talking about, Cole?
Play one more.
Hey! Run that back.
Yeah.
You go ahead and blow that whistle.
See ya. Oh.
Right hand green.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
They call him the cops.
Left hand blue.
That's crazy, yo. Why his man have to fall like that? You see how fast that roll was too, bro? He just got that athletic bounce. I'm telling you.
Got his ass.
Defender playing Twister. That's crazy.
I saw that on Instagram. I said, hold on. Why he put his defender on all fours. What is happening?
Yeah.
Had him doing yoga.
Gone.
What are we doing?
Yup. That boy was gone, man. And Cole is like that. He's let me tell you, Cole is the athlete I probably always wanted to be. He's a stud lacrosse player, quarterback of the varsity football team, 1,000-point scorer on the basketball team. Kid's a stud athlete. And if I was a coach, if I was a lacrosse coach, Division I high-level lacrosse coach, I'd always go after those athletes who played more than just lacrosse.
Oh, yeah.
Cole Hayden's that guy. So we got one more thing to talk about, and those are the pick'ems. All right. Shane and I, we both went. Shane, tell him what we did.
You know, I think if I'm not mistaken, Scotty and I went 4-0. 4-0 for the weekend. Wow. That's just fantastic. You know, I will say, though, according to Scotty's logic, it's basically 0-4 at the same time, right? Because 4-0 and 0-4 take the exact
basically the same thing. Yeah.
They're basically the same thing. So, you know. But I will take this 4-0. I will take this 4-0, considering I ended college season under 500, but we all know why I had to do that. Shout out Gugs, you're welcome. You know, but starting 4-0, I feel good.
Now
I'm picking
Brian
comes the season. I'm gonna hate it.
Brian and Diggs went 2-2. It feels good to beat Brian in something.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah,
You winning too damn much, Brian.
It's annoying. It's annoying.
Stop knowing so much lax, bro.
It's like God. It's like you know what's the worst part? It would be games where like I pick against him, and the whole game up until a minute left in the fourth quarter, they were winning, and then all of a sudden, boom, they lose. and Brian wins that week. I'm like,
That happened to me like 4 times in the tournament, dog.
And Shane tries to piss me off all the college season because whatever team that I pick, he put when they're losing, he puts the eyeballs, and whatever team it is, and he adds me in the chat. I'm like, the entire season, let Syracuse be down by 2 goals. Like,
and Mike Princeton,
Princeton,
Maryland, and then guess what? They lose. Crazy.
But we got another pick'ems coming right at you guys. Next week, we got a whole lot happening. Next week, maybe we might get the return of Jared Bernhardt, but only time will tell. All right, but that's a wrap from my boys here on Stick Talk. It's your boys, Brian, Diggs, Shane, and yours truly, Scotty. We're signing off. We'll catch you guys on the next episode of Stick Talk. Peace out.